What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tank Vision TV. My name is Rage. Um, Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this or any of my other videos. I greatly appreciate it as it helps me to reach my goals. Right now, my current goal is to reach 200 subscribers by the end of May, and it seems like we're on track to meet or exceed that goal. So, thank you in advance, and I really do appreciate you guys for checking me out. In my last video, I talked about being gone for a few months. I had just come back. I also talked about where the Paladin stood in terms of where I left off and what I was initially planning to do in terms of catching him up and getting him to the 2K rating. But anyway, I ran a few dungeons later that night, and I came to a spot where I decided that I'm just not happy playing the Paladin anymore. It really has nothing to do with the class or the spec, because they are super strong. Going into season 2, they're running. I mean, every class right now is getting into pretty high keys, all the way up 26, 27s. So, I mean, it really has nothing to do with the class or the spec. Personally, for me, it has more to do with the fact that he's been my main on and off pretty much for a few years now. I actually created him in the Burning Crusade. I mained him through Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Warlords, second half of BFA, and pretty much all of Shadowlands. So I think at this point I'm just burnt out playing the same class. So I decided that I was going to switch things up, and thought about maybe I need to make a change to my main. Coming up on season 2, it's a good time. I can get caught up relative. Well, I have gotten. Well, I figured I could get caught up real quick now that I've learned about primordial stones, the onyx amulet, and how the forbidden reach works. So, what I had to do is I had to think about what I wanted to play. In terms of what I like and what I don't like. What I don't like is I really don't like Death Knights. I never really have liked Death Knights. I've tried to play them a few times. I have one. In fact, the one that I do have is the one that I made in Wrath of the Lich King when they first were introduced. And he just basically sits there taking up a character slot. I really don't have an interest in them. I don't like tanking on druids. To me, the druid play style is very much the same as a warrior. And I love my warrior. My warrior was the first tank that I ever made back in the Burning Crusade. And it's the reason why I call myself Rage, because that was my tank, my very first tank main. So, I mean, I like healing on druids. Druids are a fun class to play in terms of healing and things of that nature. But when it comes to tanking, I feel like the tanking style is relatively close to warriors. And if I'm going to do that, then I'll just play my warrior. as far as my warrior does go, I did have plans to main him this expansion pack, especially in beta when it was starting to look like they were going to be the top tank class. But every other Tom, Dick, and Harry out there also had the exact same idea. And what happened was we had a bunch of people in guild that were also going to be maining Prot Warrior, especially when it comes to raids. Did not want to double up on the same tank. Plus, with the addition of Battle Res 2 Paladins at the time, I figured that Paladin, I could stick it out with Paladin for a little bit longer. And I really did have a good time in the beginning. I really did. But I just, after taking that break and coming back and trying to get back into it, it just isn't for me. So that had me take a look at my DH and my Monk. That left me with my Demon Hunter and my Monk to choose from for my main swap. I played Monk quite a bit in Season 3 and 4 of Shadowlands, and I had a ton of fun with it. I thought it was fast-paced. They have a lot of utility. They have a lot of interesting ways of getting out of things. And the whole stagger system really is attractive to me because it's different than any other tank in the game. The way that you deal with your damage and you mitigate your damage, because it's so different, it interests me a lot. I did play Demon Hunter also in Season 4 for a bit, and he was fun as well, but for different reasons. The super easy 3 to 4 button rotation and pretty much just face roll was a nice change of pace. I mean, it took me a little bit. I thought about it pretty much for a whole day. Slept on it. When I woke up, I couldn't decide. I was sitting there running my mouse and cursor back and forth between my Monk and my Demon Hunter, and so what I did ultimately was I just flipped a coin. I flipped a coin on it, and the Monk won out. So, I mean, which was good anyways, because the Demon Hunter was level 60, and I had already been kind of just toying around with the Monk in the beginning of the expansion, and I leveled him up to 66, so it was a much shorter grind, even though it's not really a grind anymore. Just to finish out the rest of the way though. And it was also a really good way for me to learn about all the new stuff. The amulet, the primordial stones, and the forbidden reach, which is interesting. It is the ultimate catch-up mechanic. I have pretty much in a matter of 2 days since I picked the monk back up. My Paladin's item level was 402, and I pretty much caught up in 2 days. Something that took me weeks to do on my Paladin, I did in 2 days. Granted, I did have one of those days off from work, so I just kind of hung out all day, running around the Forbidden Reach. If you don't know what to do in the Forbidden Reach, if you've never been there yet, it's super simple. You go to the Forbidden Reach, you run around, you kill as many rares as you can. You can kill them as many times as you want. They drop you gear. They drop you gear, and they also drop gear for other classes that are count bound. That you can send off to your other tunes, which is super awesome. I would say I probably spent maybe, I don't know, 13 hours in the Forbidden Reach, all in all. And in doing so, I opened up all the doors in the vault, did all of that for the week, killed all the rares probably 4 or 5 times in a circuit all the way around the map. Every last mob. Every last rare mob for 4 or 5, maybe 6 times each. And I have enough gear to actually gear up 3 more tunes with all the gear that I got. I pretty much got all of my gear. Take a look here. Pretty much got all of my gear, which if we take a look, a bunch of 395 stuff, couple items over 400, one of which is the Onyx Amulet that comes with it levels up when you level up these gems, these primordial stones. The ring levels. Sorry. Whoa. Bad timing. Anyways, your ring is leveled up by leveling up these stones that you put into the ring. So I mean, yeah, I have a piece that I got for my chest. I have my 3-piece right now. And I have a piece in my bag, and I need to run one more. I need to either kill a boss in the raid or run another dungeon, or anything to complete that quest to give me that charge. I mean, the charge is just sitting there waiting for me. I just need to finish it, and I'll have my 4-piece today as well. So item level 393.88. It's not an accurate reflection because I have a 398 trinket in my bag. It's not a good trinket. The only thing that's good about the trinket really is that it gives me 365 agility. But the trinket bonuses on that one is garbage. It's let's see, the Sands of Temporal Perfection. When you equip it, your spells and abilities have a low chance to create a temporal pocket near your location. Standing within the pocket grants you 2,159 haste and 9,000 rapidly decaying movement speed. That doesn't really do me any good. I don't need haste, so I've opted to use these trinkets instead. A Raid Finder Decoration of Flame, and Dark Moon Deck Watcher. Both of them are absorbs. The Declaration of Flame does damage as well. And yeah, so, but at the Forbidden Reach, I got all this gear. I got my weapons, my bracers, everything else over there. And I did it in 2 days. So now my plan is, I've already ran a slew of mythics. I've ran 4 mythics this week so far. I ran 2 2s, 8, and a 10. I am going to challenge myself because I did want to get the 2K on the Paladin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get 2K on the Monk now. I have what is today? Today is April 15th. So that gives us a little over 2 weeks to get it done. I will be recording every single dungeon, and I will be uploading at least one video every day this whole entire week, kind of documenting my progress on this goal. I'm curious. I'm having fun with the Monk. I don't have the same feeling that I had with the Paladin, which was like, I don't want to do this. And I think what it really comes down to with the Paladin is the amount that you have to off-heal. I found myself on multiple occasions basically stopping tanking and trying to off-heal a whole group. And that, to me, is not fun. I didn't play a tank to become a healer. I didn't play a tank to, healing myself, being able to top myself off if I need to. That's an awesome option to have. But when I'm having to stop damaging mobs or a boss in order to heal up group members that are standing in shit, or not interrupting stuff, or a healer that's struggling, needs help. That latter one, it's a little bit more understandable, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't become a tank to be an off healer. So yeah, with the Monk, I don't have to worry about that. I'm not really healing people. I'm staggering my damage. I'm giving myself heals if I need them to top myself off. And then I'm focusing on my regular rotation. And that feels better to me. And also, the Monk playstyle is just so much faster than the Paladin. When I was thinking about it the other day, I kind of compared it to the Paladin is more like a nice Cadillac that you get in and you go cruising down the street, right? And it gets you from point A to point B comfortably. But the Monk is a Ferrari, and it just zooms. especially because I personally don't use White Tiger statue. So I took my point out of that, and I actually put it up here into improved roll. And then, where is it? Right here. I took this point out of celerity, which reduces the cooldown of roll by 5 seconds and increases its maximum number of charges by 1. And I slid it over to Chi Torpedo. And the reason why I did this, especially for Mythic Plus, and I don't know if a lot of people are aware of it, but the torpedo shoots you farther forward than a roll does, and it increases your movement speed by 30% for 10 seconds, and that stacks 2 times. So that's 60% movement and speed increase for 10 seconds after you use Chi Torpedo 2 times in a row. And then also with Tiger's Lust, you can increase your speed or a friendly person's team member's speed. And but I normally use it on myself, so I will either Tiger's Lust and run to where I need to go. Like if I'm doing a pull and I'm trying to get everything round up real quick, I'll use Tiger's Lust. And then when Tiger's Lust is up, if I need to move quickly out of something or anything like that, or if I'm trying to get to the next pull quicker, then I will Chi Torpedo. It actually feels really good. I'm sure you guys will see it when I'm playing here pretty soon. As soon as I'm done with this video here and talking to you guys, I will be I'll be recording some videos tonight of some runs that I'm going to be getting into, and I will upload those shortly after I upload this one. But other than that, I think that's going to do it for tonight, or well, for this video anyways. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about my choice to switch to Monk. If you have any questions regarding really anything game related at all, I'm more than happy to help. If I don't have an answer for you, I'm pretty sure I can help get you one. And I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos. So please, once again, like in the beginning of the video, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I do have a goal that I'm trying to hit of 200 subscribers by May, with an overall total goal of I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So please like and subscribe to the video. And thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.